Hey guys, let's begin with some easy problems. The first question. So we need to design a four-link mechanism to coordinate the following three positions of the coupler points. And the coordinates are given as R1 equal to 55 mm at an angle of 75 degrees, R2 equal to 70 mm at an angle of 50 degrees, R3 equal to 75 mm at an angle of 40 degrees to the x-axis. And we are also given the angular displacements of the input links as 30 and 70 degrees. So our first step is to locate the coupler points as E1, E2, E3. And then we need to select a suitable point of the pivot A1 of the fixed link with respect to the positions of the coupler points E1, E2, E3. Here in our case, we have taken the origin itself as A1. Next step is that we need to rotate A1, E2 through an angle of 30 degrees, which is the angular displacement theta 1, 2. Here is E2. A1, E2 is colored in green, rotated at an angle 30 degrees, which gives A1, E2 dash. And next, we need to rotate A1, E3, which is in pink color, at an angle of 70 degrees to give A1, E3 dash. And that's the step. Next, we need to draw mid normals of these two new lines which are made. Mid normals of the lines joining E2 dash and E1, E3 dash and E1. So E2 dash and E1 is the blue line, and the perpendicular bisector goes this way. Next, E3 dash and E1 are joined by the red line. The perpendicular bisector intersects the previous perpendicular bisector at B1. We have located the B1 successfully, and the next step is that we need to rotate B1 at 30 degrees, which gives B2, and also B1 is to be rotated at 70 degrees, which gives B3. Moving on to the next step. So far we have marked E1, E2, E3, B1, B2, B3 and A1. Next we need to find D1, D2, D3. In order to do that, firstly we have to select a point randomly at a suitable distance, a pivot D1 of the fixed link. Now we need to construct a triangle E2, B2, D1. E2, B2, D1. I have shaded this with green bricks so that you can identify it easily. Now what we have to do is, if you see here carefully, it is B2, E2 and D1. Now the symmetrical triangle to this will be B1, E1 and D2. And you already know B1, E1. So if you construct a similar triangle, you're gonna get the third coordinate, which is D2. That's what we have done here. And next, similar way, B3, E3, D1 gives us a similar triangle named B1, E1, D3, and we know where B1 and E1 is, so we'll get D3. Moving on to the next step, we have to join D1, D2 and D2, D3. Here we have joined D1, D2 and D2, D3. Now similarly, we need to construct perpendicular bisector to this line, which is given by orange line, and also perpendicular bisector to D2, D3, which is given by this orange line, which intersect at a point C1. Here we have obtained A1, B1, C1 and D1, which gives us our required 4-bar synthesis. Here we get the dimensions of all the 4 bars separately. For the given two angular displacements of the input and the output links, we need to obtain a 4-link mechanism to coordinate 3 positions of the input and of the output links for the following given angular displacements by inversion method. Firstly, draw a line segment AD of suitable length, which represents the fixed link. Now choose a suitable length of the output link DC. which we marked as DC1. DC has three positions, which are DC1 when rotated in clockwise direction by 50 degrees gives DC2, and when rotated by 80 degrees in clockwise direction gives DC3. Now to find the point C2 dash and C3 dash, we need to rotate AC2 by 35 degrees to obtain AC2 dash, and we need to rotate AC3 in counterclockwise direction by 80 degrees to obtain AC3 dash. Now that we have C2 dash and C3 dash, simply join AC1 to AC2 dash and AC3 dash. C1 and C2 dash is connected by blue line, and then perpendicular bisector is constructed. Similarly, C1 is joined with C3 dash, and then at the midpoint perpendicular bisector is constructed. These two perpendicular bisectors intersect at a point B1. Simply join A, B1, C1, D to obtain the required 4-bar mechanism. Here we are asked to design a slider crank mechanism to coordinate three positions of the input of the slider for the following data by inversion method. So for the given two angular displacements of the input link and the two linear displacements of the slider along with the eccentricity, the required slider crank mechanism is to be obtained. Firstly, draw two parallel lines at an offset of distance 20 mm. Then take an arbitrary point A on the line L1. Let us call this L1 and this as L2. And then take an arbitrary point A for the fixed pivot, and then mark 3 points C1, C2, C3 on the line L2 such that C1 and C2 is separated by 40 mm, C1 and C3 separated by 96 mm. This distance is arbitrary, like random. Then join A and C2, A and C3. Now rotate AC2 in counterclockwise direction to obtain the point C2 dash. Similarly, take the line AC3 and rotate it in counterclockwise direction by 60 degrees to obtain AC3 dash. Moving on, join C1, C2 dash by this red line and then construct a 90 degrees perpendicular bisector and extend it. Similarly, join C1, C3 dash by this green line and construct a perpendicular bisector and then extend the line up to a certain distance. The intersection of these two bisectors gives us the point B. B is the required point. Therefore, by connecting A, B1 and then C1, we get the required slider crank mechanism. Here ABC1 is the required slider crank mechanism. Also, we have other two positions of the slider crank mechanism, that is AB2C2 and AB3C3. This can be obtained by rotating AB by 30 degrees in clockwise direction to obtain AB2, and also AB in clockwise direction by 60 degrees to obtain AB3.